If you've ever dealt with a real estate agent, you'd know that things aren't always as they seem. And that's true whether you're buying or, like about a third of the country, renting. This is tiny.
It's cosy.
You said near new kitchen.
Yeah. Well, next door's kitchen's new and we're near that, so... Hey,
Is
get out of the yard!
When you said unique layout, it's because of that, isn't it?
Yeah, check it out. Open plan.
Is that the neighbours?
And lucky you, I mean, urban living in a theatre district. You're practically in the Bohemian Triangle here.
Are you just saying all the words you know?
Hey, look at this freezer.
But while we spend lots of time inspecting properties, we spend very little time inspecting the lease. Tenancy rules are different in each state and territory, but there are heaps of fees that you don't have to cop no matter where you live.
Now, there's a fee for writing up this tenancy agreement.
Like that. That's illegal.
Connection fees for electricity, water, gas...
Illegal. Unless you live in Queensland, in which case you have to pay to hook up your electricity.
Now, when we do an inspection, you'll be charged an inspection fee.
Well, you can try, but again, that's illegal.
Now, if the landlord consents to a subtenant, there's a fee for that.
Unless that fee's for reasonable expenses, that's also illegal.
This clause says you'll be charged property inspection fees.
I'd say that clause is illegal.
I'd say it's oozing with potential. Now, if you pay your rent late, there's a fee for that as well.
That's illegal because that's a penalty.
Boring.
Basically, charges for rent, bond and water are okay if your property has a water meter, so is an early termination fee and a couple of other things depending on where you live. But for anything else, it's well worth talking to your local tenancy union because there's a good chance that it's...
illegal?
Exactly.
Right, will you sign it?
Sure.
Great. Rent's monthly, paid in advance. Here's your rent card.
Now, a lot of real estate agents will do that. It's their way of outsourcing the processing of rent.
I hate processing.
For this, they'll get you to sign a separate contract with a rent card company, which includes extra processing costs that real estate agents aren't allowed to charge you. And they'll often throw in some other stupid fees too. Like these fees from Transcard, these fees from EasyPay, these ones from RE Connect One, and these fees from Advantage Card. And if you think those fees look almost identical, it's because all these rent cards, plus a bunch more, are owned by the same company, Quorum Real Estate Services. Quorum is the leading rent payment system in Australia, according to themselves. They service over 100,000 tenants and deal with $1 billion of our rent every year. Their branded rent cards look a lot like they're connected to your real estate agency. We're not saying anyone is being deliberately deceitful, but it's just possible that if your real estate agent asks you to sign a document relating to a rent card that's branded with their logo and details, it's possible that it's not 100% clear that you're signing a contract with a different company. And according to Quorum, real estate agents love them.
Every month, our bank fees are going down for rental payments, which is great.
Because it saves them money. And by having less contact with you, they might not have to deal with your other problems.
Requests for maintenance have also decreased because, as you know, tenants seem to report more maintenance when they come into the office.
Since we implemented the Lang & Simmons ePay card more than 6 years ago, we've been experiencing an ever-increasing saving of soft cost.
What a pack of soft costs. But at least Quorum tells you what their charges are. Some major rent card companies like RentPay and Deft say they'll only outline their fees when you register with them. The thing is, the real estate agent is like a middleman between you and your landlord. And the rent card company is like a middleman for your middleman.
It's party time!
And the more middlemen you have, the more annoying things get for you.
When I signed my lease, the agent told me I had to pay using a rent card. They never mentioned anything about fees. But a few months after I moved out, I noticed all of these $12 payments to REA transactions had been coming out of my account. Turned out they were rent card fees, and they continued for over 4 months after I moved out of the property.
And this is common. In one case, a person was charged for 12 extra years.
Think of the processing he saved.
Some rent rent cards require you to inform them when you stop renting because apparently your real estate agent won't.
Too much processing.
Bottom line though, if you live in these states, you must be provided a way of paying rent that doesn't involve extra charges. And in these states, you probably should be, but the people who wrote your laws are a bit murky. Oh, and that fee-free option shouldn't be crap.
Who got their money? No one's ever got this far before.
We're closed.
It should be a sensible option, like direct deposit. And remember, other than water and bond, there's not a lot your real estate agent can make you pay for. Except your rent. Obviously, you have to pay your rent. Did I actually sign this lease?